Hello everybody and welcome to another Diamond Chronicle, 1952, Polo Grounds. Chicago will take on New York in a game one of a doubleheader. Bob Rush will start for Chicago. He's made 5 starts on the year, is 0-1 with an ERA of 3.60. His first start against New York will be today. He'll be opposed by Dave Coslow. He's made 2 starts on the year and is 3-1 with an ERA of 1.57. This is his first start against Chicago. It's 75 degrees here in the Polo Grounds. Wind speed 3 miles per hour going right to left. And here we go. Eddie Mixus will lead off for the Cubs. And there's a 4-5, and that's going to be an out. That is a liner to center field, 1 away. Hal Jeffcoat steps in, 152 on the year so far. And there's a 4-3, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. Hits it to Bobby Thompson. 2 away. 2 quick ones here in the Polo Grounds. And here's Frank Baumhouse. He's hitting .324, almost identical to his real average that year. And there's a base hit, a 44. Doubles. Strikes again in Fall Classic. And here with 2 outs, runner on, Hank Sauer, 36, and that's going to be an out. Do a flip card. That's a fly to left, side retired. Chicago goes down at the end of 1 with no score. And here comes Bob Rush going against Davey Williams. Bottom of the first. Bottom of the first. And here is the pitch. Rush throws it in. And there's an out to center field. Fly ball center field, 1 down. Here is Whitey Lockman. Lockman, 309, one of the best hitters on the team so far this year. Approaching 100 at-bats, and there's a drive. That one is going to be a double into the gaps. Double to the gaps for Lockman on a 66. And here comes Bobby Thompson with a runner in scoring position. And there is going to be an out. Runner on second. That's a fly ball to right. Fly out to right field. 2 down. And here's Bob Elliott. Last chance to pick up a run. Elliott. And that's going to be a grounder to the shortstop. And that's the side. 3 away. 1 left on. End of 1. Cubs nothing. Giants nothing. Giants trying to go 17-6 with a win. Here's Randy Jackson for Chicago. And there's the pitch. That is a 54. That is a single to left and an E rating. Bob Elliott, E5. He does not commit the error. So that's just a single for Jackson. And here comes Bruce Edwards. Bruce Edwards, 52. It's not a KD. 52 hits 1 to third. Thompson is a 9. He's going to make the play on a 12. That's a fielder's choice 5-4. Fielder's choice 5-4. 1 away. D. Fondy. D. Fondy 4-3. That is going to be an out. Runner on first. Fondy grounds out to short. Fielder's choice. That's a 6U. Fielder's choice. He just makes the play himself. And here comes Ramazzotti. Ramazzotti on a 12. And that is going to be an out. Ground out to shortstop. 3 away. Cubs go down in the second. Still no score. Bottom 2. Rush. Stepping back to the mound, going against Don Mueller. Mueller hitting .238 so far, struggling on the campaign. And there is a ground ball to first. 1 away. Handles it himself for the out. Alvin Dark, .329. Top hitter on the team. Walk 1 to 7. That's a fly ball to left. Dark flies out to left. And here's Willie. Willie's only going to be here a few more games, and then he's going to the Army. So he only had 127 at-bats that year. He's up to 80 so far. He's hitting .313, way better than he was. And here's Willie Mays, and that's going to be just a routine liner to first base to retire the side. Willie goes down, and we go to the third. Still no score. Kozlo coming in. Bobby Rush. Rush will hit 42. That's a strikeout. That's a straight strikeout. It's kind of rare to see those, but that's the way that is. And here's Eddie Mixus. 1 down on an 11. That's a ground ball to short. Kozlo going through the lineup with relative ease the first time. And here's Jeff Coat. Jeff Coat to the ballpark. 10. That is a foul out to first base. Popped him up. First base side. 3 away. And we are quickly going through this. Bottom of the third. Still no score. Cubs come in 13-12. Surprisingly, because that year they won 77, lost 77, so they were not a bad team. And here's Wes Westrom. Westrom, 32. And that is going to be a grounder to the pitcher. 1 out. Kozlo will bat. Kozlo will bat. That's a straight strikeout on a 31. 2 away. And here is Davey Williams, second time up. Davey's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Davey rips a single this time. Past the shortstop into the outfield. And here comes Whitey Lockman. Whitey Lockman, and he walked him. And now the Giants are threatening. 2 on, but 2 out for Bobby Thompson. Remember him in 1951. And here is an out, a liner to third to retire the side. Left 2 runners on. And we are still scoreless at the end of the third frame. And here come the Cubs with Baumholtz. 1 for 1 on the day. 53. That's a range check to Dark. He is not going to get there. That's a base hit to center field. Base hit for Baumholtz. Center field. Here's Sauer. Sauer on a 14. That's going to be an out. That's a grounder to third. Runner to second. Ground ball to third. Runner to second. 1 out. Runner on second. Jackson. Randy Jackson. He hits 1. To the shortstop. Runner on second holds. 2 down. Bruce Edwards. Bruce Edwards strikes out on 3 pitches. Caught looking on the last one. Another runner stranded. Bottom of 4. Still nothing. Giants of 52. Cubs of 52. And here's Bobby Elliott. Bobby Elliott, former Brave. And there's a fly to deep right. Caught out there by Baumholtz. 1 away. Mueller, 0 for 1 on the day. 34. That's going to scoot through for a base hit. Mueller scoots it through. Base hit. Here's Alvin Dark. Dark, 32. That's going to be an out. Flies out to left. 2 down. That was a double 1 to 8, and the split was an 11. And here's Willie. Runner on. Willie, there's a 65. 1 to 6. No, Rush does not give up the home run. And that is an out. Willie Mays to short. Did not connect. Had his pitch. Could not connect. And that ends the 4th inning. And we are into the 5th. Pitcher's still in good shape. Kozlow can pitch to 35. Rush can pitch to 36. So we're in good shape for this one. And here comes D. Fondy, 41. And that is a walk. Fondy draws the base on balls, and let's hope that doesn't come back to haunt. Here's Ramazzotti. He's a hit and run A. Hit and run A. He's going to try it. 11. Fly ball. Hit and run A grade. Single. 2 bases if batting average 300 or greater. It is not. So it's a fly ball to left. Fly ball to left. Caught. Runner returns safely. 1 down. Rush. Rush is going to lay 1 down. Rush lays 1 down. And he does successfully bunt it to the pitcher. Sacrifice hit to the pitcher. 2 down. Runner on second for Mixus. Can Mixus pick him up? Kozlow is a lefty. 26. Base hit. 2 bases. Run scores. Cubs take the lead on the lefty-righty split. And here's Jeff Coat. Jeff Coat is going to be out. Grounds out to third to retire. That's a fielder's choice. Goes the short way. Gets him out. But Cubs score a run on a lefty-righty split. And here comes the Giants now trailing 1-0. And Wes Westrom, 62. And that's a strikeout. Strikeout right there. Right there it is. Here comes Kozlow. Kozlow, not Cosmo Kramer, but Dave Kozlow. 52. Hits 1 to second. Ramazzotti makes the play. Grounded him to second. 2 down. Davey Williams, 1 for 2. Third bat of the game. That's a 63. And that is a strikeout. Davey Williams goes down. Swinging. And after 5, Chicago 1, Giants nothing. Kozlow facing Baumholtz. He's 2 for 2. 2 for 2 on the day. Hits 1 back to first base, who flips to the pitcher. 1 away. Easy out. here in the 6th. Sauer, 0 for 2. 36, that's going to be an out to right field. Medium right field. Mueller makes the play out there. And here's Randy Jackson. And that's going to be a base hit. Jackson hits a 2-out single. And here comes Bruce Edwards. Bruce Edwards with 2 away. 51 to first. Lockman. Let's see, does Lockman make the error? He's an E9. Lockman makes the play. Lockman makes the play, grounds out. And that's the side. And now we go, and I've got my cards mixed up here. Let's see. I need Giants and Cubs. Where's my Cub card? There they are. There they are. I had them flipped over. I got one good copy and one bad copy. Now here come the Giants now. Up to bat, Lockman, Thompson, and Elliott. Here in the 6th, Lockman. And there is a grounder to first, 1 away. Grounder to first, 1 away, Lockman. Here's Bobby Thompson, famous, shot heard around the world. Thompson is going to rip a base hit. And he may try to steal. Thompson, 1 to 14. He is in. Bobby Thompson with the stolen base. And the Giants are in business. Runner on second. 1 out. Bob Elliott. That's an out. Fly to right. Is Thompson fast? He is not. Fly to right. Runner holds. Now that's 2 outs for Mueller. Can he tie the game? A hit ties it. Probably. And there is a strikeout. Not a hit, but a strikeout. Bob Rush mowed him down to retire it. Wow, we got a game going. 5 hits, 4 hits, 1 run, no runs. Dandy of a pitching duel. D. Fondy, 0 for 1. 36, that's going to be an out. That's a liner to short. Fondy hit 1 hard, but right at Alvin Dark. 1 away. Bob Ramazzotti. There's an out. Deep right field. Caught out there by Mueller. 2 away. And Bobby Rush will strike out again. Rush has now struck out twice in the game. As we go to the bottom of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th. Rush facing Dark. 13, that's an out. Taps 1 to the pitcher. Easy throw over. 1 away. Willie Mays down to 305. Willie Mays, 20. He struck Willie out. Willie Mays goes down swinging. Bob Rush. And here's Westrom on a 32. And that is going to be a ground ball to second base. And they cannot do anything against Bob Rush. Cannot do a thing. As we go to the 8th inning, Kozlow to Mixus. Both pitchers want to finish. There's a park. That is no park home run. That is a fly ball to center field. Let's see. He did have a triple and a double. I guess that's a fly to center. Not really sure how that works. Maybe that is different. I'm not sure. Here's Jeff Coat, 24. Hit by pitch, no, that's a fly to left. 2 down. Baumholtz, 35. That is a base hit. That slips through. Single. 2 out single for Sauer. He's their power guy. And this time, he just hits one to left field. It is caught out there by Elliott. And here come the Giants running out of time. Bob Rush and Kozlow, and they're going to pinch hit. Giants are going to pinch hit. We're in the 8th inning. So we need to get something going. They're going to bring in Hank Thompson to pinch hit. Hank Thompson for Kozlow. Alright, Kozlow will be out. We'll have a new pitcher. And here's Hank Thompson. He's got a chance. Here's the pitch, 53 to right field. He does not have a range of that, and that is a base hit. So Hank starts it out with a single. And here's Lockman. Lockman on a 13. That's going to be an out. That's a fly to right. 1 away. Here's Bobby Thompson. And that one is going to be, that is a triple for Bobby Thompson. The game is tied. Bobby Thompson, right there it is. There it is. 1 to 15 double. That is a triple for Thompson. That ties it. Still only 1 away. And here's actually, that was Lockman. That should have been Lockman. Let's see if we can delete that. Let's delete that. That should have been Lockman. And that was a 55. That's a single for Lockman. Runner holds. So that changed everything. Now it's Bobby Thompson with 2 on. And he, 53, that's probably going to be gobbled up. Hits one to second. Ramazzotti is a 10. He gets there. That's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. Rally killing. Inning ending. Double play, as my friend Berglund likes to say. And here comes the Giants with a new pitcher. And it's going to be, they're going to go ahead and bring in Wilhelm. The game's so close. If they can hold them to no more runs, then the Giants have a much better chance in the 9th. And here comes Randy Jackson against Wilhelm. Randy Jackson, 12. That is a fly ball to right. 1 away. Bruce Edwards. 1 down. Struck him out. 2 away. And it's up to D. Fondy to keep this thing going. 64. And that is going to be a strikeout. He struck him out. 3 quick ones for Hoyt. And into the 9th, Rush. Rush has pitched to 30 batters. He's got a chance. To finish this up, here's Elliott. Bottom of 9, 62. Struck him out. 1 out. 2 to go in this masterpiece for Rush. Rush won 17 games in real that year with a 2.70, so this is no fluke. Here's Mueller, 35 on a 20. That is a fly to shallow left. 2 down. And here comes Alvin Dark, last chance, 6-2 on a 20. Struck him out. Struck him out. Side retired. And there's your final. Chicago 1, New York nothing from the Polo Grounds. 6 hits apiece, no errors. Both teams left 6 runners on, but the Cubs got the run in the 5th to take the 1-0 lead, and Bob Rush finished it off. We'll see his line. Rush struck out 7, walked only 1, gave up 6 hits. His ERA is down to 2.86. Faced 33 batters. Great game. Cubs go to 14-12. Giants fall to 16-7, and they have another game with the Cubs, game 2 of the doubleheader later on today. So thank you for watching Diamond Chronicles. Go get a good book. Read some of the Chronicles of Narnia. And that's probably better than watching this, but I appreciate everybody who did. And we'll see you next time.